How's it going, YouTube viewers? Ethan Cochard here to give you guys a rundown on the new Loaded Kanthaka. This is my favorite do-it-all board because it does it all, and it does it all very well. First of all, I'm going to throw some specs at you. This board is 36 inches long, has a 7.5 inch long tail, 17.5 inch wheelbase, and it comes in widths of 8.625 and 8.875. Pretty much everything you need to shred any kind of terrain. So what makes this board so sick? Well, first of all, it's a double kick. It's symmetrical in pretty much every way, shape, and form, but much like normal skateboards, it does have one steeper tail and one slightly less steep tail. I'm pretty sure this is the steeper side. That's a slightly less steep side. Why does it do that? Well, it makes it easier for doing ollies because your foot can hit the steeper end and kind of level out the board a little bit easier. Now let's go into some of the techie stuff. This board does feature wheel well flares. It's the very first noticeable feature of this board for sure because it kind of looks like bacon. What's great about these flares, gives you added wheel clearance, and also gives you the sweet spot to lock your foot. You can either put it here, or I like to put it right here for my back foot, because you have this, what I like to call, hot pocket, where the flare keeps your foot from moving forward, and then the tail gives you this really comfy little hole to just nestle your foot in, so you can do fat slides and then easily go into blunt slides or easily pop an ollie. This board also has rocker, as you can see. What's great about the rocker, it puts you slightly low to the ground, so when you're pushing around, it doesn't tire you out as much. Also, it cradles you, so that way your feet stay locked in. You think the flares are gonna do all the work? No, the rocker definitely helps a little bit too. In fact, a lot of it. As you can see, this board comes stock with super functional grip tape. There's not a single spot on this board where you're not gonna put your feet, so Loaded tried to cover the entire thing in grip tape. The little pickaxe design right here just makes it a little bit easier for the grip tape to stick, because I remember when I was trying to grip mine, I kept on getting bubbles and lumps because of the added flare and the rocker and the concave. It just made it really hard for the grip tape to lay nice and comfortable. Loaded did a great job with the pickaxe thing. Kind of looks pretty dope. This board looks like it's kind of flat, but it's really not. It's got elliptical concave, as in there's concave all the way throughout the board. It definitely gets steeper on the sides right here, especially where you need it to hang your feet, but it mellows out right here, but it doesn't flatten out, kind of like that tub or flat concave. I really like that because it feels great underneath my feet and it makes doing 360s and ollies and everything just so much easier. Well, at a price tag of 188 bucks, people are definitely going to want this board to be durable. And it is durable. I've been riding mine for a couple months now and I've barely worn down the kicks at all. Why? Well, it's got carbon fiber abrasion resistant layers right here where the kicks are, making your ollies and all the blunt slides that you're going to do a little bit easier, a little bit more poppy, but definitely not going to wear down the tail to the point where it gets razor tail within the first week. I've been riding mine for a long time, like I said. In fact, here it is, and it's doing pretty good. I've gotten a little bit of a bevel going on the kicks, but definitely not too much. This is an older graphic before they had the graphic out, so I'm not as lucky. As you can see, I had to do a couple different grip jobs here because my grip tape kept on bubbling up because of the flares, so be thankful that Loaded gripped it for you. Now, with a double vertically laminated bamboo construction, this board is going to be stiff, which is exactly what you want. I know from Loaded you can expect something to be very flexy, any one of their products, but this thing is not. I've gone about, I don't know, I'd say about 35 miles an hour with this thing unintentionally, and it held up just fine. It was super solid, and it didn't get speed wobbles or anything. It felt really, really just strong underneath my feet, and I was very appreciative of that. It was like a strong feminist woman in the 1940s, 70s, whatever. She had an afro. She was tough. People ask what kind of setup I like to ride with this board. Well, I ride 159mm independent trucks because, of course, they're awesome and turny. I didn't want my fat frees sticking out along the sides, so I flipped them inwards. And that's why they're inverted like that, and they slide just fine. Really like this board. I don't get splashed back, and my wheels are directly underneath me. Anyways, guys, check out the Loaded Kanthaka at motionboardshop.com. We got always free shipping and a price match guarantee. This board is super sick. I love it and ride it every single day. Take it easy, ladies and gentlemen. Huzzah. How you doing?
Good.
All right.